There are luxury SUVs that try very hard to look expensive, and then there is this. The Toyota Century SUV doesn't shout, doesn't flex, and definitely doesn't care if you recognize it or not. In fact, it almost feels like this car is judging you for looking at it too loudly. This is not a vehicle designed to impress crowds, it's designed to impress people who already own everything. From the front, the Century SUV feels more like a statement of authority than design. The upright grille dominates the face, finished in intricate detailing that looks closer to fine jewelry than automotive metalwork. At the center sits the Phoenix emblem, a symbol exclusive to the Century nameplate, and a reminder that this SUV belongs to a completely different social class. The LED headlights are sharp but restrained, almost polite, as if they don't need to prove anything. This isn't aggression, it's confidence at rest. As you move along the side profile, the shape tells you everything about its priorities. Boxy, tall, and dignified, the Century SUV avoids flashy curves and exaggerated lines. The proportions are formal, deliberate, and unmistakably executive. Large alloy wheels fill the arches, not for sportiness, but for presence. Even the paintwork feels different, deep, rich, and reflective in a way that makes normal luxury SUVs suddenly feel a bit insecure. Open the door, and this is where the Century reminds you why it exists. The interior is not built around the driver, it's built around the passenger. Especially the rear passenger. The materials are on another level: ultra-soft leather, hand-finished wood trims, and fabrics that feel closer to luxury furniture than car upholstery. The rear seats recline generously, offering legroom that could embarrass first-class airline cabins. And yes, there's a footrest, because obviously there is. Inside, everything is designed to be calm. No aggressive ambient lighting, no overwhelming screens fighting for attention. Controls are intuitive, tactile, and reassuring. Even the door closing sound feels rehearsed. The cabin is so quiet that it makes you question whether the outside world still exists. This is the kind of silence that makes you whisper, even when you're alone. Now let's talk about what powers this rolling sanctuary. The Toyota Century SUV uses a 3.5-liter V6 hybrid powertrain, producing around 406 horsepower. On paper, that might not sound outrageous, and that's the point. This SUV isn't here to win drag races or post lap times. The hybrid system delivers power smoothly, silently, and effortlessly. Acceleration feels dignified, not dramatic. It moves with authority, not urgency. The suspension is tuned for comfort at the highest level. Road imperfections are absorbed so effectively that you stop noticing the road altogether. Speed bumps become suggestions. Long drives turn into meditation sessions. And while the Century SUV is large, it never feels clumsy. Everything is engineered to feel controlled, composed, and almost ceremonial. From the rear, the design remains subtle yet commanding. Vertical taillights, clean lines, and a restrained finish give it a presence that doesn't need explanation. There are no oversized exhausts screaming for attention, because a car like this doesn't need to announce its departure. It simply leaves, and everyone else notices the silence it leaves behind. Technology is present, but never intrusive. Advanced driver assistance systems work quietly in the background. The infotainment system does its job without demanding your focus. This SUV understands that true luxury isn't about features, it's about how little effort you need to exist inside it. Here's the funny part. The Toyota Century SUV costs serious money, yet it's not designed to make strangers stare. In fact, most people won't even know what it is. And that's exactly why it works. This is luxury for people who don't need validation. It's the automotive equivalent of wearing a perfectly tailored suit with no visible logo. The Century SUV doesn't try to compete with Rolls-Royce or Bentley. It simply exists in its own universe, where refinement is valued more than drama, and comfort matters more than performance stats. It's a car built for executives, dignitaries, and people who prefer to arrive without being announced. And maybe that's the most powerful thing about it. In a world where luxury keeps getting louder, faster, and more desperate for attention, the Toyota Century SUV chooses silence. And somehow, that makes it the loudest statement of all. So now I'm curious. Would you choose a luxury SUV that demands attention, or one that quietly owns the room without saying a word?